it was an amazing experience, but also really difficult. But because we have to work on our personal thoughts, that's why there is all this process to make us feeling well and being relaxed and all this. And without this process, I would have been unable to do what we've done, to work about these feelings and these memories and all this. So I think it's a really big part of the process of being relaxed and trusting and all that. And it was really interesting because I just arrived 6 days ago, 5 days ago maybe, and I from the beginning I've been into this really welcoming mood. So.
Yes, I'm truly amazed on how much we were able to do in such a short time period. Awakening the processes of starting with your thoughts and your feelings and really digging within. So, and to come up with all this personal material, and then, and I agree with you that the surrounding is very important, the safety of exploring and making mistakes, of to have that comfort in the work process, that's very important, so you feel, you allow yourself to be vulnerable.
So you have worked on very short time that will take like a month in real time when we're doing this. So you had the intense version of Truth Motherfucker. Have you felt, or has it been, how's it been to doing it so composed in such short time?
It's been intense, but at the same time it was a flow. It was going in the flow. We start by writing these questions and you feel so relaxed that you open yourself. I was so relaxed that I didn't try to close myself, and as Berit said, it was just like write as if it's in a flow and don't stop yourself, don't think too much, just write. You have something in your head and write it, and then after that we'll see. And after we just she just saw all these little things that she dig, and we dig together, and it was like suddenly discovering that was like this thing you're showing us that it's not working well. Let's work on this. What do you think about this and all that? And so finally it was all in the flow. So yeah, it was quick in a way, but I didn't felt like I was rushing or anything. It was intense, but not rushing.
Yes, it was intense, and I think what's good about that, you don't really have time to question yourself and question the texts. So you just have to move forward, and so you sort of skip that inner critique of your writing and about your personal stuff. You don't really have time to think, so you just do it.
I felt like maybe performing, because we didn't have too much time to work on stage, but I felt like it was really a part of it. It was really important for the Truth Motherfucker process, because we were telling our story. So I felt in my mind just reading the text wouldn't have been enough, because it was part of my life, so that I needed to live it on stage. So for me, not performing would have been like doing half of the work. I needed to live it, even if it was of course not perfect, but just to show the feeling was important, because there were a lot of feeling that we couldn't just tell, but we needed to show with the body expression, all this, and it was really important to live the text after.
Yes, because it will give the words another meaning once you're on stage. It's different when you just read them off the paper, but when you're on stage, they become alive, and then when they become alive, you know if it works or if it doesn't work.
But how was it to work with Berit?
Oh,
because you worked very closely with her also in this short time, but she also digging in your memories and in your stories. How was that experience?
I really enjoyed working with Berit. She's so warm, and she's really giving that comfort so that you dare to go there, where you maybe it would take longer to reach that point without her. I would say she gives that positive energy to you, saying that you're doing great, and then you're interesting and
motivating at the same time. And she's also, when she's talking about your personal stuff, you just wrote on the paper, but at the same time you've never talked about it to anyone, and she's just like pointing this and this and this, but she's doing it like really, really positively, but also really like she's a professional, and you feel like it's not just talking to talk and to know or to be curious or anything. It's really like in the process and really professionally, and yeah, it's really pushing you in the right direction. It's not like pulling out the negative things you lived or the negative thing you can feel in your life, but just like talk about it, and it's going to help. Actually, and it's helping. It's not only because it helped to talk about it finally, and she showed us that it's not only talking for the text or for the performance or anything, but it's also to help ourselves, like living with this.
Do you have any final thing you would like to share or tell about this week?
I would say also that we were lucky that because we just met. And to work so intimate and so close and intense together with someone, I'm not sure that it would work with anyone to do this process in such a short time. But it worked really well, and it was great fun to work with you.
Thank you. It was really great to work with you too. We're working with all of you actually, because it could be really how can I say that? Like it could make me really nervous to work with all these unknown people. But finally, as a process we're working, and as we met, and as we are who we are, I think we really got along really easily finally, and it was really great to work with all of you, and just to be here. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience, and I feel like any experience of this kind I live, and this experience moreover, it's really helped me growing up, so I'm really thankful.
And also, and this is something that we just touched on, because we didn't go up on stage until Saturday, but the way your story affected me, and how and that's what I started to think about last night, how when I was doing your mother, sort of in the background, it would be so much fun to explore that more, and with you as a child, and to allow our stories to meet each other, to change, and to work on that relationship.
It was really, really interesting that even the way that we were coming with two different texts, two different life, two different person, but then the texts were meeting, and we had like we used each other and support each other in a way, that we couldn't have done alone.
No.
So it was really great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being a part of this.
Thank you.
Thank you
for being a part.